Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Thursday. I got it right this time. I double checked before we came on.
Sometimes that's important.
It's a good thing because I had a CT scan yesterday and a MRI today and 2 rounds of contrast. I'm not feeling the hottest. Now we got Name of Held in the house and Jeffrey Torres. Hey, everybody. Oh, I need to get the music going on. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we get the new music contributed by Geek Fusion TV. Got Folk Smash Customs with me and Cannon, formerly known as Box of Cannons.
Sector's in the house. What's up? Jeffrey Torres. So it turns out you actually saw my custom work in progress Poison Ivy, not Mantis.
Gotcha. I thought I saw something. These are working on I got my paints in for Electrocute and other paints, but I have to go to Home Depot. So I just opened my paints up and they shorted me 1 can of paint. Huh. These are 3 packs, and that's clearly not 3 cans of paint.
Wow.
Wait a minute. 1, 2. Nope, there's no 3.
Check underneath the other.
I got the other 2 colors I got 3 cans of each. I got the gold and I got the green. I got a beautiful shade of green for Electrocute. It's Extreme Colors, Extreme Lacquers from Testers. That is going to look
nice. On that. That would work good for Rogue too.
Yeah, it's pretty close to my original custom too. This was a custom mix back in the day, Testers and some gold. Testers green and gold paint mixed together.
I like green.
What? Hulk Smash likes green?
I do.
You're fibbing to me.
Jeffrey Torres. I'm waiting for some fodder parts to come in the mail for Black Canary. Cool.
Yeah, this is my original character lore. This is Cannon's modeled some awesome, like, going to be like a modern version. I'm actually going to do 2 versions now. He's done some really cool parts, doing a modern interpretation of my original character. And I also have to do like a 90s theme version too, when I originally designed the character. So I got the shoulder pads installed. Resculpted the Captain Britain head and made some blades that go on the side of the helmet. I got spikes on the sides.
Those came out really good.
If we can do up close.
That would work.
These are going to be hinged. These will be trimmed off and sculpted over top of it when it's start before I paint it.
What I really like, the thing I really like is that you designed different versions of him back in the day. You designed them, well, at the time would be like an older looking version like this one here, and at that time you modeled a futuristic looking one, which is what you're going to end up making with the parts that Sean's making you. So that actually, it's a cool idea to have 2 different versions of the same guy.
Like a little evolution of the design.
Yeah.
I made the wings, the wing blades out of styrene. I just sketched them out on a piece of paper, and then I just traced them around a piece of styrene and cut them and started bending and shaping. Then I added a little bit of bend them and shape them. I use epoxy and super glue to get them to hold shape. Where they get a little bit of flair to them.
It looks exactly like the pictures, though, man.
I think next is the work on the gauntlets. These are the hands I'm going to use for the modern version. These Marble Flick Dracs. I want these gloved hands. I want bare hands for the classic version.
Yeah, those look techy.
These work perfect for those really cool gauntlets that Canon made.
Jeffrey Torr says, "Yo, that looks legitness."
Thank you, sir. With nope, there he is.
I get that.
Good morning.
Fashionably late.
So where'd you mail that package to?
Hello. It just hasn't cycled over, man. I mailed it before or after the last truck went out.
When?
Like 3 o'clock.
Oh, today. I thought you said you mailed it Saturday. It's coming Saturday.
Yeah, she'll arrive on Saturday.
Oh, okay. I was like, if you mailed it Saturday, I should already had that.
Yeah, that's.
I was getting a little worried. I got some new paint from, what was it, Burbank House of Colors.
Does anybody eat spicy food?
Yeah.
I do.
So you know when you get a little spicy food, your nose wants to run and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't typically have that problem.
My son is a little hoss. He never eats spicy food, but I talked him into eating some spicy potato chips, the Carolina Reaper Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Uh-oh.
He's eating them things back to back. And his nose never started running. I don't know.
He likes spicy food then.
Yeah, he was. I think he does. I just don't think he wants to be more like his mom than me.
This is a new gold I'm trying out to Mr. Metallics from Mr. Hobby. Rough Gold. GX Rough Gold.
That's acrylic?
It is metallic primary. I don't know. Maybe it's acrylic. It should be acrylic.
Name without asking where you got the spray paint.
I got it from Home Depot. They shipped directly from Rust-Oleum. Oh, that's a pretty gold. This is a little bit of the gold I use on Electrocute. Yep,
What was that?
I mean, let me repaint something because it looks like penis.
Can't have that.
That is a really, I don't know if the camera's going
Here, look at
there.
this.
There it is. You can see it nice.
Yeah.
Metallic. It's a gorgeous shade. In person, it's beautiful. And good coverage.
See what I got today?
Nope. Because I got one on full screen. Oh, hold on.
Ooh.
Oh, you got Ghost Rider. Dang catch #1.
Yeah. It's exciting, right?
Yeah.
You sound like Shania Twain. That's not impressive me, but.
Oh. On a different point, it reminds me I need to order some more Winsor Newton. I'm getting low.
Oh, apparently that Ghost Rider, there's a new Hulk-like character that he fights. So I saw a picture of him. I think a possible custom in the future.
You're going to customize?
Maybe. Well, I'm waiting for a bunch of stuff to come my way.
Yeah.
I got quite a few things to do.
Yeah, I need to start getting stuff boxed up. I gotta go to Home Depot tomorrow.
Wait till Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not going. I need to start getting stuff boxed together, not mail it yet. You don't understand how big his pile is.
Open.
Yeah.
Fucking giggity, I guess.
But the
Tell me, how big is his paw? Spare no details.
Where is it? Let's see. We'll have to work on the net.
Whenever I get into my room, it'll be shit. It'll be something.
Oh, the Dana from the Ghostbuster series has good fodder with skin legs. Made by Hasbro, by the way. I didn't think about that. They're like true 1/12 scale, so I really don't hardly think about those for fodder, but
He says he did the armor leg swap on his Wasp figure. Unfortunately, don't have the retro carded head.
oh, the retro card head is so good too. Giggity.
Got the Target exclusive Ant-Man figure yesterday morning.
Oh, nice. They have it at the local one here. They had the Yondu.
And Namewith tells us he has a Moonstone with a messed up shoulder, and Hasbro sent an Avalanche figure.
Ah,
Wow.
I hope he didn't send the Moonstone back.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's why I never do returns to Hasbro, because they will not guarantee you'll get the same figure back.
Oh no, they send you peg warmers.
Oh yeah. I tried to get them to guarantee. Like I had the issue with the Juggernaut Colossus 2-pack I ordered from Hasbro Pulse. They had glue all over the chest of Juggernaut. And somebody at the factory spilled glue all over the chest and just said, nah, it'd be all right. They tried to take a knife and scrape it off. And
Best QC in the world, baby.
yeah, and that's before they got rid of the windows.
Sector says today I got an old school Minton Box Justice Jogger from 1987 Kenner Superpowers line. It's so lame, it's cool. What are you saying, Don?
I was yelling at the cat. The cat's trying to kill me again.
So, doing their job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Name says he still has the
This thing
Moonstone.
I bought it for.
Both for fodder. Yeah.
Good. The Hasbro, horrible QC, horrible customer service.
Oh yeah. Hopefully find a way to maybe an arm replacement for the shoulder. It's going to be hard though.
Well, let's see.
Oh.
Have they finally shrunk back down? I think they might have shrunk back down finally. I was hoping that they'll stay. I think they're still a little bit bigger, but they pretty much will shrunk back down. They were bigger than Moonstone shoulders before. I have to go ahead and start masking off the spider.
What are you doing with that?
This is Commodon Spider-Man. He wants blue highlights. Airbrush on him.
Bless the show.
Oh,
I did not get a word you said, Smash. You breaked up real bad.
Oh, I was saying almost like cell shading.
Yeah.
More highlight. Oh, yeah, more highlight.
Highlighty.
Highlighty.
Highlight that.
That's like real comic book style when you have the blue on the black.
Mm-hmm.
That looks good though.
Don't struggle. That's something. There you are, beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh, what is 13? Hey.
Anybody getting a 3-day weekend this weekend?
Nope.
I get no day weekend this weekend. I got to work all 3 days. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday.
I have a really long weekend.
Oh yeah, you're off for a while.
Although I do get
Hey.
paid.
I did get an email saying that I was allowed back into my work site.
Oh, that's one nice thing.
So next week, even though I don't have to, I'll be at work.
Sector says yes, 3-day weekend.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we get the new Juneteenth holiday.
Did y'all see?
Quite a lot for Sunday, man.
Did y'all see the zombie viper when they posted the promo pics of Tunnel Rat? They're in the background, but blurred out. Also, too, some of those pictures of Tunnel Rat has the arms reversed, left on the right, and the right on the left.
Yeah, that tattoo looks weird.
Nobody's commenting on that except for me. It's like it's clearly the forearms are backwards. It's like, how do y'all not seeing this?
Even the way the tattoo looks is weird because it's going from the inside of the forearm to the outside. Like, no.
How's nobody noticing this? Oh, that looks so good. It's like, the arms are backwards. Hopefully, that's not how it comes out. Well, those are pinless.
Oh,
if it's at the bicep, easy enough fix. Then we can just swap the arms around. But if it's at the forearm, yeah, that's gonna be a little more difficult.
When you use the tester spray paint, do you use any clear coat?
When I do seal it with my tube color. It's a hard sealer that somebody says doesn't exist.
And name without saying. And also, the eel has a messed up knee.
Yep. Hopefully that's fixed too. But
you're talking about the Cobra water guy? Is that the eel?
Yeah.
Look at how far down, like when he's in a straight pose, look how far down his shoulders drop from that joint edge.
Oh yeah, that looks horrible too.
Is that Scuba Steve?
I did get some motorboats.
Oh yeah.
Not.
Oh boy.
Motorboats.
It's giving that shit away at Ollie, huh?
Yeah. If you want to do some motorboating, go to Ollie. $15.
Hey, don't think about it too much.
What are we talking about?
You can do all the get all the motorboating you want. $15 at Ollie's.
I don't know what kind of establishment you're visiting.
No explanation necessary. We're just going to Ollie's for motorboat.
They got good stuff cheap.
Ah, there you are. All right. Hey guys, I'm almost done. I know you guys are hoping at the bit to see my green fucking cutting board.
Oh, did you get a new stand for your camera?
We're almost there. I gotta send an email and we'll be good to go. I was fired up the old circuit cut last night and printed out the symbol for Batman and Robin.
What are you making?
Batman and Robin.
I mean, oh yeah, you're making them out of cloth.
Yeah. Guy wants to do the Batman. I couldn't get the boots. The boots always looked like pajama bottoms because of the feet. And I made like 2 or 3 and I seen him come through. I was like, man, what do you? I'm not sure this is what you want. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll just make them out of plastic.
Make them out of plastic.
Yeah, instead of blue plastic, instead of cloth covering the foot.
How's he going to make them out of plastic?
Cut up a cape, maybe?
Kind of like you do.
Resin.
I've seen people make boots for those figure base bodies you're using.
Oh, shit.
I know this is not really entertaining to watch masking tape, but it's a crucial process on some things.
Jeffrey Torres says, I'm honestly more excited for the Viper zombies to display in my Resident Evil display, even though they're not the same universe.
I saw the Viper zombies.
They're like
Keon
little-
B.
they're
Farley
Easter
says,
eggs.
let me in.
They're what?
They're an Easter egg on the tunnel wrap packaging.
Hey, how's that super girl head coming along? What body do you plan on using?
What now?
Who's doing a Supergirl?
I don't know.
I'm not.
Power Woman?
You got Keon and Dagobi in the comments. And they both saying let me in. Except, no, Dagobi saying lay me in.
I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah, two people pretending to be the same person? No.
We need proof of ID.
We have a 2-layer identification system.
Yeah.
Give us your code. We about to text you.
If you fools don't send me a link, if he's threatening now.
That's a pure sign of a good time. I'm telling you.
Oh, Jeffrey was saying he thought he saw last time you were painting a Supergirl head from DC Direct Armory. Maybe Power Girl?
I had one of those heads laying about. I was using it for like a Miss Marvel. Unmasked Miss Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah, you had both of the Armory, Power Girl and Supergirl, right?
Yeah, I used that head for Miss Marvel alternate head. And
So So do we have somebody pretending to be somebody else trying to get into something?
No, it is the Gobi. I can't do stuff while I'm working.
Well, just because he gets a link, it doesn't mean he gets to come in yet. There's still a second door he's got to pass. And I blocked that door.
Got a trunk sitting in front of it and a fat guy sitting on the trunk. I'll give you $1 if you know what TV show that's off of.
I'm gonna have to answer 3 questions.
Yeah. You remember your security questions that you set up at the beginning?
I think it was Beckham.
Check your messenger.
David Beckham and Turkey Baster.
The Gobi, check your messenger.
Jeffrey says, "Oh, it's for Ms. Marvel head. I can't wait to see Ms. Marvel." Well, there's the other door he needs to come through.
What's he doing in the hospital?
Sector's asking at Canon, you beat to the Monty Python reference. Oh. You beat me to the Monty.
Yeah. Some call me Tim.
Really?
Some call me the gangster of love. Oh, God. What's up, fools?
Where you at?
Hospital. I was in the hospital. Huh?
I hear the food's good there.
Now my blood pressure spiked to an obscene amount, so they had me in here. How you guys doing?
Yeah, mine runs that way. Mine runs that way.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Just mute me for a second as I walk out, okay?
He says walk, but he means roll.
I'm going to remove you till you get to where you need to be.
You know, it's entirely discussed.
All right. Sector says, haha. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Monty Python.
Depends on whether it's carrying coconuts.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, an unladen. You mean African or European swallow? That was the next part of that.
Nope. About dropped your figure in the floor. Oh, where'd he go?
Mine?
Yeah.
Goddamn carpet monster. I got a knife. I'm coming to your house.
Well, I'm sitting over top of linoleum, so we're good. Carpet's over on the other side of the table. Don't know when I'll hear back from my MRI. Did not realize those things take about an hour.
Yeah.
I did also found out today my phone doesn't let me know I got voicemails around my house. I went to the city over. My phone goes ding, 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 ding. You got voicemail. It's like, I had voicemails from like 2 weeks. Like, that's been nice. Like, to have. I was wondering, why has my doctor been calling?
That happened to me when I used to have a Sprint for service. like when I first moved into my house, my phone service worked great, and then they made some kind of change to the service towers in the area, and they're like, "Oh, it'll get better, but I couldn't receive any phone calls or anything while I was at my house, and it was like that for 2 years, and I was on like a 5-year contract or something. I don't remember. It was like that for like a long time. Anyway, I don't know if it was 2 years. And so I was like, well, I can't get service at my house, so I'm canceling my service. And they're like, well, you're still under contract, so you got to pay us a bunch of money. It's like, I'm not doing it. And then they put a big old ding on my credit report as I canceled their service because I couldn't receive their service in my house anymore because they made some kind of change.
They technically broke your contract when they screwed up your service.
I said that they didn't, and I didn't have enough money to buy a lawyer to argue it.
That's true. My nephew had a similar experience to where it was in the contract that he would have a washer and dryer at his apartment complex. Well, when he got there was no washer and dryer. It was just bare space. And when he's like, hey, I need that washer and dryer, and they're like, no, you're not getting it. And he's like, well, I'm going to get a lawyer and we're going to take you to court. Called the lawyer, and the lawyer's like, you might as well just buy the washer and dryer because it's cheaper to do that than to retain my services.
Hey, the lawyer's got a point.
I'm like, well, shit, man. What happened to the good old days when right was right and wrong was wrong?
Oh, right is right and wrong is wrong. Still, it's just, can you afford to make those people that are doing the wrong stuff do what they're supposed to do?
No, and I think they knew that.
It's exactly what they're betting on.
It's part of like the description of the job now is like the how to screw over you. Screw you over. It's not the customer's right. It's how can we screw the customer?
Seems like it sometimes.
My brother's dealing with a insurance company. They were like, he got rear-ended in the parking lot, and the person's insurance is trying to cheat on, short on like fixing his car, like they're tore a hole you can put your fist into the bumper of the car, and their price to fix it is not even replacing the bumper. They said refinish the bumper. It's got a hole as well that you can put your fist through. There's no refinishing that. That's replacement. And like had like a estimate for $850.
I mean, it's not like insurance companies don't get enough money that they don't ever pay out to anything but their profits.
Yeah. There's not a decent painter that will hardly pick up a paint gun for less than $1,000 anymore.
Sector says it can, and you can go to the state's attorney and file a complaint.
Yeah, that sometimes works, but it depends on how busy they are with other stuff. A lot of times they're so bogged down in other stuff that they can't do anything about it. They just don't have the time. Unless it's something real. Like happened with my ex-wife's car. She bought a car from this place, and it was all rusted out on the bottom. She didn't know to get it checked out, and she tried to bring it back to them within 24 hours of signing the paperwork, and they wouldn't take it back, and it was a big old mess. But she essentially got stuck with a piece of garbage because she didn't know enough to buy a car and have a mechanic check it out. The car shouldn't have been sold the way that it was because it was all rusted out underneath.
That happens quite often.
But he was too afraid to take anything off of it because every time he tried to take anything off to check it out, something broke on it that he had to fix.
Cars should be one of those things that need to be quality assured, but they're not.
You have the right to take it by a mechanic to get it checked out. I mean, that's out of pocket money, but I always, that's always something that I'll do whenever buying a used car.
Yeah.
Because it's just way too easy to get screwed.
Well, they try to. I remember a few years ago, I took my truck to get inspected, and they're like, "Oh, your ball joints are wore out. We can fix that for you for $600." Like, so they put a reject. Nah, I'll fix it myself. So they had to put a reject check on my truck. Took it home, jacked it up. Not a thing wrong with my ball joints. It's like,
Wow.
like, I will check this myself.
So has anybody tried this stuff yet?
What kind of super glue?
Plastic bonding.
No, I have not tried that yet. I like Loctite.
Yeah, I like Loctite too. Enough to where I would trust them, but it's just hard to bond plastics, and that's polypropylene in a nutshell. Damn greasy ass plastics.
You got the TNT now, right? The figure.
I do.
Does head work for a Power Girl, or is it too small?
Would the head work for a Power Girl? It's a little small. It fits good on like a smaller Marvel Legends body, but for a Power Girl, I think the head would be a little too small. It wouldn't look right on like a Moonstone, which Power Girl would need.
Yeah.
It makes a great substitute for which got Shadowcat from Age Apocalypse.
Sector says some states have lemon laws for used cars. Yeah.
Every state should.
Mississippi absolutely had a lemon law. I don't know if PA does.
Oh, fuck. Floor rusted out? Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but you don't get that shit in Mississippi. That floor being rusted out.
Yeah, well, it's because
there ain't no salt on the roads.
Yeah, they don't salt the roads exactly.
What
do you think this is, Canada?
Although technically they're salting their roads every year, so they might have that problem.
SCTV, baby. I like that movie too.
What movie?
The two Canadian drunks from SCTV.
The McKenzie brothers.
There you go.
Their Christmas song is one of the most annoying things in the world.
By design, I'm sure.
Is it as bad as the Festivus?
Here, Sector 20 says, "Take off, hoser, hey." Funny thing is, I'm Canadian. And I don't know any Canadians that speak that way, so I don't understand. that whole stereotype.
You don't.
You got to be up in the boonies, I guess. I guess it's like the way people from Virginia sound to everyone else.
I was going to say, man, it's like you get a little bit that comes out every now and then.
It'd be more like how Texans sound to everybody else.
Man, that dang old man out there, that dang old man, that going over down there, going to click internet, man.
Fucking exactly. Sound like they got two brain cells. They're both firing at the same time.
Like the
I say that with all the love and compassion of the universe.
Letterkenny is another one I like, the Canadian.
Oh, I know. A lot of people want that guy to play Wolverine.
I can see that. He actually make a good Jason Todd too.
Oh yeah,
So he can do an American accent.
and Sectors and Cajuns too. Water boy, home is where the heart is. You know what? Accents are weird though. Like, I mean, you have accents, dialects. Like, in one country, you can have different accents.
Just never been born British, then you just copy everybody's accent.
They say that the typical American accent that you hear in movies is the lack of an accent. Because the movie accents, they don't sound like the Pennsylvanians I live around, or the Mississippians I used to live around, or the Texans I used to live around, or the...
Most of the people that's playing Americans anymore are British.
Yeah. Well, even when people hear somebody from England talking, they say, "Oh, that person talks with an English accent." Well, you really think about it, that's the English language, and we're all the ones with the accents.
Well, actually, from what I've heard was that the American accent is more like what the British accent was prior to Queen Victoria. Is that right? Anyway, at some point in time, they decided that the wealthier class needed to sound different, and so they adopted an accent over in England. So Americans sound more like English people used to.
I don't know. I think that's just a rumor American people made up. That's almost like saying that if you ever hear people who speak Spanish,
you got a lot of people who immigrated from America or immigrated from, Europe to America, right? So a lot of United Kingdom people.
Everyone that's got this color right here came from Europe. Their ancestors did.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, well,
like I said, that's something that I heard.
People were saying that if you notice that people who speak Spanish, all the South American countries and Mexicans and whatever, they all speak like Spanish. But when you hear a person from Spain, they sound like they have a lisp. And there's
actually subdialects of Spanish in Spain itself.
Yeah. But a lot of the time,
I had a friend in graduate school from Madrid.
You know what I heard? The most depressing news that you'll hear all day. Ryan Reynolds is not allowed to ad-lib any of Wade Wilson's lines in the third Deadpool movie because of the writer strike. And the first two movies, they estimated that at least 70% of all of Wilson's dialogue was ad-libbed by Ryan Reynolds.
So what you're going to say is that Deadpool's going to suck.
Why has that got to do with anything with the writer strike? Because he's better than all the idiots that strike him?
Essentially, he'd be writing his own lines.
Yes. There you go.
Well, you know what though? They're saying that basically when Ryan Reynolds does a movie, they basically just give him his lines and say, "Okay, try to stick with the lines." But this guy here does most of the things just he wings it, man. He's amazing with that.
Well, I don't really give a crap about the writers anyway, because what anything good have they done recently?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that too, Don. I heard that a little while ago, actually, that they don't want him to do any ad lib. But man, this is Reynolds you're talking about. I don't think it's gonna stick.
If you want him as Deadpool, you're not going to put any rules on him.
Yeah, just let
they
him,
need
let
Reynolds.
him do what he
Reynolds
wants.
don't need them.
Yeah, let him do what he wants. That's exactly what Deadpool is about.
My dad was a union man. My dad still is a union man. And
yeah,
it's just the culture I was raised in, and you don't cross picket lines under no circumstances. Right, wrong, or indifferent.
I got 2 words for you. Time crystals. That's modern Star Trek writings technobabble. Oh, you don't know because time crystals.
What?
That's actual dialogue in New Trek.
Are you serious?
Yep.
What the hell is a time crystal?
Made up magical shit they made up for Star Trek. They turned Star Trek into magical fantasy.
So they turned Star Trek into Star Wars.
Yep. And I don't like Star Wars. Never was a big fan of Star Wars. I liked Trek because it was actually tech based.
So, how do you feel about the Expanse?
The Expanse started out good, ended poorly.
You're just saying that because it ended.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the ending, so I haven't seen a lot of it, but I haven't seen the ending, so
I'm not going to say.
Try not to spoil it for you, even though it's like 3 years old.
Hey, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch TV, and I could get off here and go watch TV now.
Yeah, I got something for that. Let's see. Spoiler alert.
I can't even really remember anything of value that I could tell you that would spoil it for you.
The last 2 seasons sucked. That's your spoiler.
Amos is cool. I enjoyed it.
They abandoned the source material.
Jeffrey Torres says, I think Mark Strong would make a good Lex Luthor, in his opinion. And Hoodlum Inc. says John Hamm for Bruce Wayne.
If John Hamm was younger, definitely. I think he's a little bit old now. They would, you would want somebody to do several movies.
I like Mark Strong. Mark Strong is good.
I don't even know who that is.
The guy who played the villain in what's his name in Shazam, Dr. Savannah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, he would make a great Lex.
I think he would be. I know you had him as Dr. Savannah. You had him as Sinestro.
Of course, I think the best choice for Lex, where he's older now, to make it even better. Michael Rosenbaum.
Oh yeah, he was good, man. He was amazing at Smallville.
I think he's probably like one of the best on-screen Lexes we've ever had.
Yeah.
A lot of people just think that Lex Luthor is just a guy in a suit that's rich. They don't realize that he's at peak physical level when it comes.
He trains as hard as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, like I mean, the guy is obviously he's not just a guy in a suit. You know what I mean?
When they have those interpretations where Batman like kicks his ass and intimidates him, like that don't happen in the comics. He's just as intimidating as Batman. Best voice for Lex though is Clancy Brown.
Oh yeah, that's the guy from Shawshank Redemption.
The Kurgan. My first introduction to Clancy Brown was the Kurgan from Highlander.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the guy in Shawshank, right? The jail guard.
Yep.
He was also in Flash, the TV series.
Oh, was he? I don't remember.
Yeah, he played a part in Flash.
It's been a while since I watched Flash. I checked out after a few seasons ago too.
Oh, he was in the first season. I'm trying to remember who he played now.
Is the Flash still putting out new episodes?
This is the last season that's going on right now.
It finally ended.
Yeah, this is the last season.
Yeah, well, I think they already aired the final episode.
Did they?
Yeah.
I haven't watched that for several years now.
Same.
It got stale. I mean, it was all just repeat, and Barry was always just whiny and
and everybody needed to be helped. Everybody needs to be helped.
And why the hell is a uneducated moron the head of Team Flash? His wife. They made Iris the head of Team Flash. A failed journalist. She didn't even become a journalist. She was a blogger, wasn't she?
Oh no, she's a journalist now.
But
she won
but when they put her in charge of the Team Flash, she was a failed blogger. And you had several brilliant scientists on the team, and with powers. It's like, okay, let's put the dumbest person on the team.
Everything's about everything. Ever since he became the avatar of love, everything's just gotten too annoying on that show.
What?
He doesn't fight anyone anymore.
What?
He gets his ass kicked the first
No,
time.
I'm backing up. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Avatar of love. I don't know.
Oh,
what
you didn't know about that?
No.
When they did the final crossover with
hold on there, Hulk Smash.
Well, there's hilarious.
Goddamn, pump the brakes, Turbo.
You guys want to watch it or not? You guys?
No, I'm not watching.
I'm not going to watch it, but
and I'm especially not going to watch it now. Avatar of Love.
That was for Avatar of Love.
No, everybody who was in the crossover became an avatar of something, and he just happened to become the avatar of love. Supergirl was the avatar of hope. So it was really.
Was it like their Green Lantern power or something?
No, it was just.
He got the short straw.
Yeah, he did.
No, you know what? It's the same situation. He fights a criminal at the beginning, gets his ass handed to him. Then he's crying, sitting with his wife, crying, saying how he wants to help this person, and then they end up helping the person.
Yeah, nobody can be villains anymore.
Nobody's a villain. I'm sorry to say, it's not only in that show. It's a lot of the movies too. Like, I mean,
the movies, comics, everything. Nobody can be a villain anymore. They got to be misunderstood characters.
Well,
they did the same thing with Tobey Maguire.
Apologize for people like going out and raiding places.
Well, they did the Thanos thing, and then everybody was like, you know, he's a bad guy, but you know, fuck, he's right. He's just going about it in a bad way. And then everybody was like, oh, everybody needs to be like that. But I'm telling you right now, the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the villain in that movie is just fucking detestable. No redeemable marks on that son of a bitch.
I will agree. They finally did a villain that's a villain in the MCU.
He was just a straight up asshole that needed his ass kicked.
King has pretty much been a villain too, so far. In real life too.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And apparently Namor as well.
I know, I heard about that.
But see, Marvel, I think somebody in the chat said it before. Marvel hires villains to play villains, and DC hires villains to play heroes.
Is there another
that's funny, I like it.
DC that did criminal activity other than Ezra Miller?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen anything new. He's been laying low. He's getting a lot of rave reviews in his current movie, though. They are singing some praise.
If you look at real reviews, everybody says it sucks.
Oh, you know what? My buddy sent me a picture of Ezra Miller, his first red carpet since the whole criminal thing, and it shows him with this weird smile on his face, and then it goes to Homelander. You remember when they do the photo things and all when they do their promotional stuff for In the Boys, and Homelander has that smile on his face? Oh my god, it's so comparable to Ezra Miller right there.
Oh, Sector 283, like Power, Hopper, Passion, Fear.
Like Captain Planet stuff.
Oh, and Flash Brown played some general character in the Flash. I don't remember his character's name. Torres. And then we failed to start it back watching in the last season. It is okay. Oh, Hope. What Sector 213 meant. Like Power, Hope, Passion, Fear.
There's the Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
Death.
Same with all those. They want AI to write scripts.
That's why there's a writer's strike.
Probably be better than what we're getting right now.
United Artists, I think, record label. They have officially said that they are putting money towards AI music.
Well, you can ask it to write. You can go to AI, write me a song in the style of so-and-so artist about so-and-so, and it will write you a song in their style.
Jeff Bezos has a Luther vibe. I don't know who Jeff Bezos is.
Owner of Amazon.
Oh.
Multi-billionaire. He kind of acts like a Lex. He built this big luxury lot that was so big.
Did Dom just say he didn't know who Jeff Bezos is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't watch news.
Worldwide.
I just don't watch news. I don't keep up to date on anything.
I don't watch news either, but I know who he is.
Well, I don't. I've never heard of him.
They're one of the richest people in the world.
Well, he's not sharing with me, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't give two shits about him, but he had a yacht commissioned so big they couldn't get it out of the damn port. They were talking about having to dismantle a historical bridge to get it out to the sea.
Wow.
Good, Luther. He already is Luther. Whoever said that point. Yep, he is Luther.
I lost my cape pattern for the Batman cape. that I just made.
You just made it. How'd you lose it?
How the hell did I do that?
Skill.
The name of it says he said he got paid very little for the Highlander. Oh yeah, back then.
Oh yeah, well, it's almost like a nothing movie at the time. Like it became a cult classic over the years.
Yeah.
Who we talking about? Lambert or Connery or Adrian Paul?
The original one.
Lambert.
Yep. Lambert is clearly not an immortal though. If you look him up now, he looks rough. He's not that much older than Adrian Paul, and Adrian Paul still looks damn good. It's like, are we sure this man's not a Highlander? An immortal?
It's funny how you see some of these actors from back in the day. It's like some of them look good, some of them just look like they've been run over by a truck.
There's only like a couple years difference, 2 years difference between Lambert and Adrian Paul, but you would think it's 15 years difference.
Really?
It's the mileage, not the years, right?
Apparently.
They got hit by a truck.
Sector says Collector Express. They were going to egg his yacht for the bridge stunt.
Oh yeah.
They quietly took it to another shipyard.
Well, they should have sunk it. If they're going to do something that stupid.
Your princess was in another castle.
Or hit it with
tear
a truck.
tear down a historical bridge to get a stupid luxury yacht into the harbor.
Can you imagine a whole bunch of people egging the yacht? That would be great.
Are we heading into a Ship of Theseus discussion?
No.
If we put that bridge back together, is it still the bridge?
No. I would assume they would use all the same original material, but there's no point to tearing down a historical bridge just to get a stupid yacht out of into the harbor.
Shouldn't have made the ship in the harbor in the first place.
Probably should have picked a different shipyard to get your stupid boat out in the water.
Fuck. What did I do with that pattern? I really don't feel like remaking it.
Did you eat it? Did you make spitwads out of it?
I bet the cats cook it. They all about sabotaging my life.
It is very possible. Cats are
I say it's my emotional support animal, but all they do is actively make my life worse.
I did see that Valorous is going to put their Joe Fest exclusive Warpath. What's her name? Girl on their stores.
Okay, so here's all my patterns for cakes.
Brown said that on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, because Clancy was an unknown actor at the time. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him before that.
Wesley Foster is here.
Hello. I'm about done masking you, Spider-Man. Just a little bit more to go.
Here's the prime cake. Here's the two small prime cakes. Here's the lower cake.
Well, it's not really a prime cake. It's a lower cake, the little one.
I don't know. This is version 3. I'm not sure what this is. Alley card. The hood. Mystic Legion. Alucard Cave collar.
What all did you mail out?
The Daredevil, the jacketed Harker body, the gray cape, and the red and blue cape.
Jacketed Harker body.
Oh, and that the mace, the gold mace that Dom wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about my prime cape?
This doesn't even have a name.
You didn't say anything about my prime or primeval cape. It's like, I don't get nothing.
Yeah, the gray cape and the red and blue cape.
Okay.
I kind of had to bend them a little bit to put them in the thing.
Put them in the thing?
Yep.
The thing. What about that thing over there?
I don't think that's it. What in the hell was I smoking when I did that? This is the Prime Cave. That's the Etsy quote. The other Prime piece.
I'm hoping to hear
Etsy
back.
quote version 2.
Oh,
The Dr. Cape collar. Does that not look like lips to anybody?
Rolling Stone. Get the tongue sticking out of there.
Hoping to hear back for what?
Dr. Cape. What?
What now? I'm lost.
You said, I'm hoping to hear back from, and then you stopped talking.
Well, I stopped talking because everybody talked over me.
I'm sorry, I won't do that anymore. I apologize.
Oh, it wasn't you. I was hoping to hear back from the MRI soon.
Oh, yeah.
Not knowing is the worst part.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I can't say the worst part, but a bad part.
Pain in the
How
ass.
long before you hear anything?
Presently, the worst part.
It'll probably be first week. I doubt they'll be able to go through it and have something up tomorrow.
They didn't give you a day time?
Nope.
So
It's got to be sent to my. It's got to be sent to my primary doctor, and it's got to be reviewed by.
Call you.
Yeah.
Going to be sent to your primary doctor. It's going to be reviewed by your primary doctor, and then your primary doctor will be with you shortly.
So I'll probably get to experience the joy of like being mummified. Something going up my nose.
So you should send that clip to him now, Cannon.
Which clip?
The one you said I shouldn't send to him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, send it to him now.
The pituitary gland surgery.
It's a movie trailer.
Oh, the mummification?
No. It was about MRI.
Oh. Well, they x-rayed my eyes, too, make sure I didn't have any metal in them before I did the MRI.
What?
If you've been around any grinder or anything like that, you can actually still have metal in your eyes.
I guess that should be a comfort that they x-rayed them first.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
just
where-
like that butt plug, it'll pull it all the way through you.
Don't have to worry about that with me.
You shouldn't have to worry about that with anybody. I guess he just needed some comfort as he was going into that high-stress situation.
All right, then. Oh, I kind of like eating candy bars, nothing other, but I got blood sugar.
Yeah, he's like, he's talking to that guy he bought that from. The person he bought it from was like, "Hey, there's no metal in this, right? I'm gonna play a ha-ha on my doctor."
I'm going to pretend to recreate the scene from Alien when they're eating in the cafeteria. That's going to surprise everybody.
heard that they didn't tell anybody but the actor who was doing the scene, the chest burster guy.
I heard that
They
too.
didn't tell any of the rest of them, so that the reaction was more natural.
They did that too in Die Hard with the Hans Gruber. They didn't tell them they were going to actually drop them, and they did. That look of fear in his eyes is genuine. Alan Richmond, what was his name?
Yeah.
One little spot left to do, and your Spider-Man is all masked up.
All masked up.
It only took me 40 minutes to do.
You didn't we send you some masking tape?
No. This is tedious work.
I thought you said it was your favorite part.
I think he said it was necessary.
Yeah, that part.
I got this silly putty to mask stuff off. Do you want that?
Nah.
I'll be right back.
Well, I'll be right here.
I want to see some
Right will
glue
be right there.
I like to be able to see where I'm trimming to.
You gonna airbrush the blue on, or
Yeah.
we're not
I'm
gonna
gonna be
see that
nice.
part?
I'm gonna be nice and put the airbrush back together for Dawn.
It's how I know I'm loved.
Hey, you do a lot for us, man.
Yeah. I hate using that thing because it's such a mess to clean up, and I gotta make a spot to use it. But I will do it. I will fire it up for a friend.
I do appreciate it ever so much.
I need to put my pressure regulator. I bought a pressure regulator for the compressor, so hopefully that'll help a little bit.
The only part about that is we're not gonna get to watch that.
Yeah, I can't do that on camera, so I don't have any dedicated place for that. Plus, I need to concentrate on where I want to airbrush.
That's okay. The finished product will make everyone happy.
You can see all the masking. He's got a yellow spider right now.
Did you prep that yourself, or is that why you're not posing it right now?
Yeah.
You hear about that? Oh my god, that was too much, man. Oh,
What's going on?
Oh, somebody commented on my She-Hulk custom. It's like, well, since you didn't pose her in the video, I assume you can't pose her because of paint. It's a 4-minute showcase. It's like, I was talking about what I painted. I didn't do a full breakdown articulation. I don't feel I need to do that on a showcase.
So I had to comment after you told me. I went back and I said, "You've obviously not watched any of his any other of Collector Express's videos." I said, because if you did, you would realize that there's no issues with his paint or paint rub, as a for that matter. I said, so why don't you go have a look around? I go and watch some of his other videos. I go before you comment. I go, and there's also a tutorial about prepping joints for paint rub. I felt like ending it with.
Not to mention, I worked on that during the live streams.
Well, exactly. I can't understand why somebody would come not knowing anything about you and make a comment like that, because he probably just happened to search for She-Hulk on YouTube and he got your video and he watched that one video and made his judgment. He doesn't go into your page.
Probably that guy who said all those years ago that you didn't prep your joints. Just
probably
to troll you.
It could be that dude.
Speaking of what, you remember I posted a comment on there about not prepping your joints?
Yeah, I saw that.
I got a DM about it, and he's like, "Man, that seems impossible. How's he do it?" I was like, that's a miracle. He's a miracle worker.
Yeah.
Victor says trolls being trolls.
Oh yeah. I didn't think much of it. It's like, it's not like there's, 2 weekly live streams where I'm building stuff.
Yeah.
With a bunch of, with other customizers.
Name Without Saying just opened a TV show Hawkeye figure, and it's a nice figure. And Victor says, got that TV show Hawkeye, gonna turn him into a Joe. I was gonna ask, Name Withheld, do you think, from some pictures, it looks like he's got like a giraffe neck type thing going on?
He's fine. He's fine. I got him too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I was wanting to get the black Valaverse flak jackets for it, but they freaking sold out so fast.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, make more of those.
Oh,
like, people want that one.
Are you sending me that part?
What?
The part that came with him? You said it was up for grabs?
Yeah, it's gonna be on your box.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's the only figure I didn't buy from the wave because I don't know. Like I said, I see certain reviews and stuff, and it makes it look like he's got the long neck.
I am not going to go get it to show you right now.
No. Don't worry about it. I'll take your word for it.
What about that Venom 2-pack? Is anybody interested in that?
The what now?
The Space Venom 2-pack.
Oh, the Space Venom 2-pack. I got this regular Space Venom Build-A-Figure, so the new parts don't do anything for me. The Venomized, the teethy grin head and the blades don't really do anything for me. So, and I have no idea who the female Venom character is. So, no, I'm good.
I think I've read her in one book.
Great for those who missed out on Space Venom because it's a good figure, but not for me.
Funny thing is, was it about a week or so before they announced that? I was talking to Collector Express, and my wife was going through some stuff, and she found the entire wave still in the box. And I was debating on selling it because those figures that actually in that wave were pretty sought after.
Yeah, the
Silk,
the ultimate
Morales.
Yeah, that Ultimate Spider-Man with those hands and that head. I would love to have that other head. Not that he would ever get put on a shelf. And as I'm sitting here debating on whether or not to cull most of my Spider-Man figures.
Who else is that way?
I mean,
There's Harker.
Hobgoblin. That was a pricey fucking figure there for a while.
Good evening.
Hey. Feeling like been ran over by a truck, man.
You ever feel like you've been shot at and missed and shit at and hit?
That's about right. Yes. That's
Don,
about
somebody
dead
else says
on.
got hit by a truck.
Somebody else said what?
Got hit by a truck. I just said that. And you were laughing.
God, that was poor
And
Lambert,
Harker
man.
comes in- Harker
Fucking
comes
hit
in
by a
and says, "Oh,
truck."
I got hit by a truck.
Turn the camera around. Let's see if you look like you got hit by a truck. He said he hit every branch on the way down out the ugly tree, bro.
Oh, Victor, did you guys see that one of the unlocks that Joe Copter is obscure female Joe, which was a plain repaint of Retro Scarlet? They now have the butt for Retro Scarlet. Yeah, as soon as I saw that, people were like, "Oh, we don't know who this Argentina exclusive character is." And I was like, "Y'all not see the Scarlet body?"
Is that a new? It's a new Scarlet body, and it's gonna.
It is a full-on Retro Scarlet body for the
What?
HasLab. It's for the HasLab. They're doing the Argentina Glenda repaint.
Yeah.
Scarlet. So they're using the HasLab to fund the tooling for a new Scarlet.
What?
People are bitching. It's like,
Serious question.
They can get over that.
Do you have any interest in G.I. Joe?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I do.
I don't. I feel very alone. I was looking for a partner to reach out to and hold on to in the sea of G.I. Joe, the renaissance that is the G.I. Joe. And I'm happy for all you guys, don't get me wrong. You know, I went the majority of my life without an Iron Man figure to my name. So I understand not having something that you truly love. But, I mean, the G.I. Joe figures are very popular, and it's everywhere you look, and it's all I ever see. And for every one Marvel Legend, I see 6 G.I. Joe, and I'm just like, I tried to buy the Snake Eyes, but it's just not for me.
I only
it's
own a few of them, eh?
One property that Hasbro still hasn't done super raunchy, other than a couple of loose joints. And I mean, it's probably coming. Let's be honest. The way that stuff's been going with the QC, I mean, it's probably coming. It's going to be just awful. But I have a feeling the HasLab ain't going to be one of those. Let's hope, at least. Jesus.
Well, there's also saying that they're sort of running out of characters to do. So they're going to start...
Yes.
Man, there ain't no way they run out of characters. G.I. Joe is chock full.
There's 500 figures from like the Real American Hero line.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying though. Somebody was saying that they're talking about running out of characters or whatever, and they're probably going to just start making up characters. And I was saying there's still tons of characters that they haven't made.
They have characters that have that might be named the same thing. Like it could be Cobra Commander, but guess what? Cobra Commander has like 20 different completely different suits. Like
I would love to have the armored suit.
Yes, the armored suit
is
actually
the silver and blue armored suit.
Absolutely, that's my favorite.
And
Raghead, an official Raghead instead of me having to make my own.
Well, plus the Glenda figure too. The color of her suit is the same as Scarlet's pilot suit too. When they released her in the U.S. So you can put a Scarlet head on it, like the movie Scarlet head on that body, and you got a Scarlet in her pilot suit if you don't want Glenda. And they're going to release a retro card Scarlet. Now they got the body, either a main release or a retro card.
They'll probably release that anyway. Honestly, like they're probably using that body because they've already probably already made the figure. It's probably already done.
Yep, tons of characters.
Yeah, plus they not only do they have tons of characters they can continue to do retro ones as well. So
Oh yeah, they need the whole first wave needs to be redone. It's like you need a classic Duke. They're giving us a Scarlet. Because they already showed us the body. She's even got the throwing stars on her forearms. On her gauntlets on her forearms.
They got to release the Viper figure.
But the thing is, they can keep doing a little bit higher, like tech looking ones, and then come back and do retro ones as well. So I mean,
yeah. No, I would love to see.
Have you seen that Heroes Return Armor Iron Man?
Oh, I heard people don't like that one. I heard people don't like Iron Man.
Who? I won't name.
They're calling him a defect now.
Well, all right. That's just more for me.
Look at them. They didn't even do pinless on that latest one that's coming out. They Legend don't care about them. That's for damn sure.
Man, I wish I cared about that, but I really don't.
It doesn't. It actually isn't that big of a deal on a character that has like armor. But
the only time that it really bothers me is if like the one side of the leg is a color and then the inside of the leg is a color, and then it doesn't matter.
I would love to see the Dreadnoughts. Zartan's brother and the Dreadnoughts. That'd be great.
Xandar?
I think Xandar is his brother.
Zanzibar.
Yeah. And Road Pig?
One of the bigger Dreadnoughts introduced later on.
Yeah, that was Road Pig, right?
Yeah, a lot of people use a Brock Lesnar to make him.
Yeah. It looks like him.
I said pig, not cat.
Hank Solo says he got no notification again.
I don't know what's wrong with that.
So did I wonder if Keon made it out of the hospital all right?
Wait, what?
I'm sure he did.
He went to ER for a blood pressure spike.
Oh no. He called me earlier, but I was asleep.
He was in the hospital room. He was leaving, and he said, "Mute me while I'm walking out of here." I said, "Well, I'll take you out of while the phone was bouncing." I said, "I'm gonna take you out of the stream until you get to somewhere you can sit down," and he dropped out.
Guys, look, you see the rare moment of the cat being good.
That's lies. They're always plotting their deaths.
Like it's a good TV.
Ask him if he stole that thing that you're looking for.
You steal my thing? You steal my pattern? I mean, it's too late now. I already redid it.
You gotta shake him up a little.
Oh. All right.
Have you guys seen the bootleg Sentinel Peter B. Parker?
Do what now?
There's a
Have you guys seen the bootleg
Peter B?
Sentinel Peter B. Parker?
I haven't seen that. Now, I did see there's a company going to upscale the Transformers Legacy Transmetal 2 Megatron.
That Glenda figure would make a good custom Invisible Woman special agent.
I'll get your stuff boxed up this week too, Harker.
Oh, okay, cool.
One Starker. Well, I have to go ahead and get it so we get shipped out too. One Stalker, 2 Shrieks, the Outback Hulk, and one of the Siren sleeve cuffs. Is that it?
Yeah. Sounds about right.
And a Kingpin fist. Using the Warpath bracer as the base for my gauntlet. I'm going to sculpt. Don't want to thin it down. Those things are thick.
Victor said they could even go obscure with the Joe lineup with Rocky Balboa, the Fridge, Street Fighter Joes.
I would love a Fridge. I'm sure he could use the licensing money too, because his health is not real good.
If they give it to him.
Yeah.
Still waiting for Alpine and Big Loa, the basketball guy.
Big Lob.
Who's the second unlocked character for the HasLab? Never heard of them.
She was a Argentina exclusive repaint of Scarlet. If you look at the body, it is a 100% classic Scarlet body. So we're getting a new Scarlet, which I've been saying for a long time. We need a new Scarlet because that first one sucked. The movie one's okay. Actually, what I got on the shelf is a mix between the two. Actually, mix between the 3. Mix the 2 Scarlet, regular classified Scarlets together to get a little more muted colors. And that got rid of the. Want to put some blue on her costume though, so I mixed them together, and I put the movie head on it. The movie head is so much better than that first head. That first head looks like a teenager.
Yeah.
I repainted mine a little bit and put a little blush and contouring on it, and
yeah.
it aged her up.
Well, the second release had better paint. She didn't look so childish.
Yeah, I switched it out to that one though, and I've used that one now. I didn't really care for. I've gotten 3 different movie ones, and the paint on all of mine looked really splotchy. That's why, and whenever I hear that, I'm like, man, I guess everybody's just getting better luck on their movie Scarlets because all of mine look like junk.
All the faces look fine on. I bought 2 of them, and both the faces look fine on mine.
The blush on all of mine just looked all over the place. I could probably just peel it off and redo it, and it'd look pretty good though.
Angelo says there was more Tester's paint than all these.
Well, I was in a hurry today. I forgot to look for paint, but I'll do it this weekend.
I used Warpath as a base figure for Cobra Mercenary, and Black Widow head works great for Scarlet.
Yep, I've seen a lot of people do that. Especially the White Widow.
Hair, right?
The Target White Widow head.
Mm-hmm.
That one's got some good paint.
the movie Scarlet Head is the best looking classified head sculpt. And the beauty of getting a correct Scarlet, the old ones can be used for fodder, a win-win situation.
Oh yeah, I use a mix of movie Scarlet, the jacket and arms from the Captain Marvel MCU body where she mugged the guy and stole his jacket. Use that jacket and arms. I use the upper torso from Lady J and the head from the Netflix Elektra. It makes a great looking war, like a classified style Lara Croft. I just put a little bit of paint on the armored pads on the legs of the movie Scarlet legs. Ooh, making a motorcycle?
Trying to. Never done it before.
You making one for your Batman?
Well, he's got to have one, so.
I see that you just didn't take any of my advice on where to put the cape, but that's all right.
What are you talking about?
Sent you some
Talking about
advice.
his hurt pride.
Go. And I see what you did about the overlay, but I still think that's where the cape should go. But it's fine. I'm not the ultimate cape guy. All right.
What's going on?
I think he's butthurt because I didn't follow his advice, but I don't know what he's talking about. The cape would go underneath this.
Not just in the back. It needs to go over the shoulder.
Yeah, you see, this goes over the shoulders.
And the cape needs to go up under that.
Give me
If you look at the picture that I sent you.
I don't know what's even going on.
I'm a spectator.
Right after getting out of getting my MRI done, and stopped by Ollie's and picked a couple things up. Buddy of mine was wanting that Master Universe Battle Armor He-Man and Battle Cat 2-pack. They had those for like $15. What's crazy, you can buy the 2-pack with Battle Cat and He-Man in the Battle Armor and a diorama piece for $15. Or they're selling Battle Cat alone for $20.
I'll take Battle Cat alone.
For $1,500.
Oh, you know what we haven't done lately?
We ain't talked about family for one thing.
Well, I was going to say we haven't talked about the family discount on the Collector Express T Public Store, Family 30. Get 30% off.
Family.
So you get 30% off just being part of the family.
30% off? Wow.
Isn't this
man.
what you were
Just
talking
for
about,
being
Harker?
part of the family.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Isn't this part what you were talking about, Harker? The part where it would go over the top of his shoulder?
Right.
And underneath this? This is not the right reference. I don't know where it went.
You didn't save over it, did you?
He would not.
No, that's
Not again.
It's missing pieces.
well. Anyway, what I meant by it was
Details.
to have the cape come towards
And eat
the
it too.
front of that the front plate, and not the way you've explained it is for it to be around the back.
Yeah, I thought it would come underneath these shoulder things here, and then underneath this plate on the back, and then you could just flip it up and over the top of this, flip it up and back,
Flip it up and back.
so that if it were hanging straight down, it comes straight down and cover his arms.
Right. Okay. Never mind. We're on the same. We're on the same plane then.
Okay.
Have you left enough clearance for a cape though?
Hasbro with making torpedo and a cobra eel is an underwater bat next.
Probably.
I did pick up a couple of those Fortnite motorboats today.
Did anybody manage to
Hey,
pick up
hey,
the
hey!
eel? Because the eel went, it vanished in front of my eyes.
I pre-ordered 2 from Amazon. Doesn't mean I'm going to get 2. Doesn't mean I'm going to get 1.
I didn't get one from Amazon at all. Like I picked 2, went to put them in there, went to pay for them, and it said no.
I'm wanting to hear about the motorboat experience at Ollie's.
Oh yeah,
Come back.
Now you can get as much motorboating as you want at Ollie's for $15 pop.
Well, I don't have one in town. So
I don't have Ollie's at all.
Well, y'all missing out on all the motorboating fun.
Look, Ollie's is high class. It's not like Hudson Treasure Hunt or anything. You can get like all teeth. You know, they had multiple women from full set of teeth.
That sounds like.
I think we're talking about
like
different motorboating. I think we're talking about different motorboating.
Probably.
And so since I heard they had boats at Ollie's, they did. That's what we're just talking about.
The Fortnite boats. That's actually the name of it. It's a motorboat. They didn't think that through when they named that thing. Motorboat.
It's possibly that they did.
That is true.
It is Fortnite.
They need to make a giant cobra mech that appears in the episode where Snake Eyes gets radiated.
What?
They made it.
Yes.
The robots in the cave?
They actually made a giant, like a mech size, like what you're making right now. Cobra made one that looked like a cobra. That had a cobra head.
What?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember there being robots on the episode that he got irradiated, where he went in there with Scarlet and had to save her, and they fought all those robots in the cave.
I don't remember the details of the episode. It's been so long ago, but I do remember the snake hit it mech.
I don't remember that. I remember there were some robots, but I didn't think they were like giant mecha robots.
I think there's just one giant.
Yeah, Victor says he remembers a cobra head one.
I need a picture.
I want a Game Master action figure.
You ain't close to my time, boy.
That thing?
Hank said NECA is coming out with a mech suit.
Yeah, it was like that, but different colors. It was like blue.
I thought they were just like several of these kind of things in the hallway, but they were like robots.
Well, they had a giant one too.
Like that.
Yeah, there's a giant one too, a blue one.
What? Who's making a giant mech? What are you talking about? NECA?
NECA.
What? I don't know what's going on. What now?
There's a NECA mecha.
So NECA is coming out with a mecha suit. NECA with a mecha.
NECA, wake a hiney ho. What now?
Sounds right.
Batu, Barata, Nicpro.
I said the word.
Those acid rain figures look good, but they're only 1/18 scale, so I can't bring myself to buy any of them.
Yeah, I've had quite a few of them.
They look
They
good,
are good.
They're great.
Well,
but I just don't.
Large scale.
this is a warpath in my hand. 3 3/4 inch figure is not going to. It's going to be lost in this thing.
Who else is excited about the McFarlane Blizzard toys?
Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna get everything except the orcs because those are covered by another company.
McFarlane, which toys?
Blizzard
Blizzard?
doing doing
Gesundheit.
World of Warcraft and something else.
All Blizzard properties: Diablo, World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, Diablo. I would love to see some Terrans.
Well, he dropped all his anime properties, so. And Jazzwares is picking those up.
Yeah, Todd ain't busting records. He ain't down.
NECA wants 300 plus for the mech.
What?
I don't know what it
How
looks
big
like.
is it?
Are we talking about Mezco or are we talking about NECA?
NECA.
Oh, I do know about the Mezco one.
Yeah.
What?
Somebody's saying
That thing looks
anybody
impressive.
So the Mezco after tax, that thing is $390. Don't
Comes
worry,
to
you
gold
get free
man.
shipping.
This thing. That.
Thing is
Oh,
ugly.
that's such a disappointment.
What's
What kills
that?
it for me
Mezco
is
or
the orange bubble.
Oh, well, how about the proportions?
Yep, that too.
Stumpy legs and arms, and it's just not. It's not. Like, I wouldn't really run and scream and run away from that thing.
I mean, the paint looks great. It's just that I can't handle that damn bubble on it.
That's it. I would
Look at that.
nice 308 rifle. Take care of that thing. Just shoot the glass.
Yeah. These Joy Toys mechs look good.
I have
Oh,
that
yeah.
one. Actually, I think that's the one I have.
I'd run away from that.
Yeah.
I'd run away from that.
Well, I wouldn't run away from that one in particular because it's like 5 inches tall. But
if it were like life size, I'd be like, oh shit.
well, isn't it technically life size since that's the only way it exists? It's like 5 inches tall.
Like if it were proportional to me, if I were like that guy's size by comparison to that big ass robot.
Oh, yeah. I'm just being an ass.
Although, if it's any kind of robot that's that big, I'm probably not going to hang out.
Especially if it's walking down the street shooting off these big old cannons.
Yeah. I'm not hanging out.
I'll be like, deuces. I got someplace to be.
Was that the dinner bell? That was the fucking dinner bell. I got to go. See you guys when I fucking see you. Good luck with all that over there.
Yep. Yeah, but they look good. I like them. I don't like that one. That one falls into stumpy territory.
Mezco mech is 300 plus, but it's not crowdfunded. That and Valorverse trucks are shots fired at Hasbro.
The Mezco mech is $390 after tax.
That thing? That the bugs in?
Yeah, $390 after tax.
They can keep it.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, but
Don't worry,
that's a regular sized Mezco in that thing, right?
Yeah.
That's not their 5 POA figure, is it?
Regular size Mezco.
I don't like the mech. I don't like the figure. So
It's the mech is 14 inches tall.
That's not okay. I had a 20-some inch. Maybe it wasn't 20. Maybe it was 14. It was between 14 and 21 inch mech. There was a Gundam wing mech that I bought at Toys R Us years ago. There was a toy that did not cost. It didn't cost over like $50 because I wouldn't have had that much money.
Yeah, but shit, that was back in the 80s.
No, it wouldn't. It was like it'd be near 2000. In the year 2000.
in the year 2000.
And it was way cooler because it was Gundam.
Because it was a Gundam.
Absolutely.
Gundam makes it cool.
He is not wrong.
Have you seen the Gundam mechs? They're cool. And this namby-pamby glass bubble stuff.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but let me put me in a fish bowl. Easy with like this bright orange, easy target.
Yeah, the bright orange kills me on that.
Paint the target. Paint the target.
That's not the one it was. It's similar to this, but the wings were like... It was this one. This is the one it was. It wasn't this one. It was like... No, it wasn't that one either, because the wings are not right.
This one. No, that's this one. This one.
It's similar to... What was that? Maybe it was this one.
Uh-huh.
I think it was like this one, but the wings weren't exactly... I don't think... Maybe the... Yeah, that's the one it was. That's the shield on its arm, I think.
So with the first... They had like 3 versions of that. The one with the angel wings, the one with the barrels for wings, and then the one with the straight wings.
Yeah, it was the one with the straight wings. But that's it. And it was like... I think it was like 21 inches tall. And it was not expensive. I'd go get it back from my ex-brother-in-law, but he's in jail.
You don't want him to try to get him to try to smuggle it in there to jail for you.
I don't know where his stuff's at. It's probably gone. But he won't get out for 4 more years at least.
Trade that sucker for a carton of cigarettes.
Tell him you put like 10% of what it's worth on his commissary, and
Yeah, I'm not talking to that guy.
They just had that off at the pass.
get someone to broker the deal. Then
we're not civil.
Then while you're at it, take a whole lot more stuff.
Well, I don't talk to my ex-brother-in-laws, and I damn sure wouldn't talk to them if they were in jail. No offense to anybody that's in jail.
If you're in jail, I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Unless you didn't do it. Wrongfully convicted. That's other than that.
Ain't that what they say? Ain't no everybody's innocent.
Yeah.
No. Well, that's what they say. It's not true.
I'm not big with associating with felons, current or ex.
Valor's truck looks good for 170 to 190 with all the stuff that comes with.
Yeah, it's a definitely a good deal. First, and I'm sure it's going to be excellent quality, but personally to me, it's an ugly ass truck. I don't really care. It's I know it's based on a real truck. They got the license to do the truck. That's probably one of the reasons why they got. I think that's part of the deal. They'll beef is cheap enough with the deal they got. Because a GM license would cost them an arm or a leg, whoever Humvee now. But I'll probably pass on it because I don't like the look of it. Not that it's poor quality, it's just I just don't like the truck.
Had it been like a classic pickup truck that slammed to the floor, that would have been a different story.
Yeah. If it was more Jeepish, something like that, probably more or Humvee-ish. I know he couldn't do that because he's a U.S. toy manufacturer and he can't do an unlicensed replicate an actual licensed vehicle. And it's great for those who's going to get it. It looks great design-wise. Construction-wise, it's going to be a good figure. I think the mounting point for the winch is dumb. It's on the bottom of the bumper. Plus, the cable of the winch comes out of the top of the winch instead of like they modeled like where the guides where the cable should go through, but they didn't open it up. So the cable comes out of the top of the winch. I was like, well, that's dumb.
Well, son of a winch.
Victor says if he gets a truck, he'll mod it into a wasteland truck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the color he's wanting to do the desert camo. I was like, Well, the desert tan.
Well, I guess it's better than him doing like the Arctic with mint green.
Just basic OD green, like a camo green, have been what I would want it.
It just reminds me of that Michael Keaton quote out of the RoboCop movie. It was like, "Let's go tactical. Let's go spearmint green." I can't get over the spearmint green, man.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a military that uses spearmint green for winter.
Spearmint green.
But
let's go tactical. Let's go spearmint green.
I wish you would do more releases of the black base trooper, the black troopers.
Yeah, he's
and the black black jackets. Those things sold out so fast.
Yeah, I thought he said so in that panel. Thought he said he was releasing more.
No, he's not going to release any more of the black ones right now.
Huh?
He did 2 runs of the black. Oops. Slung my green stuff was mixed up into my water.
He gets pretty passionate about them black ones.
Oh. They need to make truck in Barbie pink.
Oh.
I'm sure somebody will do that custom.
Well, I just ripped the hole into this cape and I have to redo a good 20% of it.
Motors has 2 other models that look better. Don't know why he based it off the plainest one. They may have different levels, like their licensing deals. They may charge more for the. Who knows? Licensing deals are tricky. I know Ramen Toys was wanting to do the DeLorean next, but I think that kind of ship sailed since Tomei's doing it. So I'm from the sounds of it, it might be Knight Rider next. That's more up my alley anyway.
All right, guys. I wish you all the best. I'm headed off to bed. I got to get up early in the morning. And thank you for letting me come by. I appreciate it. Listening to me and tolerating me.
Farewell. Good night. Avita, saying goodbye.
I'll see you guys on Sunday. A short one Sunday.
I got 3-day weekend this weekend.
Oh, no. It's going to be a long one Sunday. I'll have Monday off.
Oh,
yes.
All right. Until then.
Take care, Don.
Later, buddy.
Have a good one.
See you later.
Oh man, somebody had a deal going with this company, a new IP deal going with this company. He had to bail out and go with another one. This is going to remain nameless, but it was with this company, Rivian. Have you ever heard of this electric truck company called Rivian?
That's what they're using for Belarus. That's the military vehicles, the armored trucks.
Yeah. Well, they had to change it slightly because they were already using something a little bit too close to it already, and it caused a little bit of rift between between the two, and then they had to pull out of the deal. Wonder what happened there.
I would if I'd probably been more interested in the Belarus truck if they used the 6x6 Rivian instead of the regular SUV looking one.
So apparently that's the scenario. So he had an exclusive deal with them. So he had no license with Rivian. But he signed a deal with them to make an entire line of different Rivian vehicles, and they backed out because he was already had plans of making one anyway, and it ruffled the feathers, and they said, well, fine, fuck it, we're out.
Who are we talking about?
Belarus and Rivian.
Oh, they're still going.
No, they're not associated with one another. He's making his vehicle.
No, it's still licensed with Rivian. They got before he started modeling it, he signed the contract with Rivian.
So that contract's still going through.
Yeah.
I've heard different stuff.
Yeah, they're still doing the Rivian stuff. That's one of them.
I heard he was supposed to be making quite a few more vehicles to launch them all at once. And since
that's for a small toy company, that's impossible anyway.
Well, they were supposed to financially back it.
That would be a bad idea because even if you were interested, you're not going to be able to afford all those things all at once.
Exactly.
That's a bad deal all around if that was the case.
But then again, people make shit decisions when it comes to making toys, though.
Okay.
The get stars in your eyes and see like a sweet ass, be cool if I had all this. Like Rivian has like a boat design and all kinds of stuff that they're having concept.
Someone should do a 6-inch scale Airwolf.
Well, right now I think it's rough to do that right now. That one company that tried to garage kit that thing burned people so bad.
Yeah.
But I would love a 6-inch scale Airwolf. Night Rider, Airwolf, stuff like that. I love that when I was a kid. The fate of the Bell 22 after Airwolf was sad. It went to as a medical transport chopper, and it went down and killed all hands on it.
It is 6:30 at night. My neighbor's still out there mowing.
Serious about it.
They've been mowing all day, all day.
Hardcore with them.
Angry at that grass.
What gets me is when people start mowing their grass right after it rains.
Oh.
Look, you know you're clogging up your deck, right?
Sometimes I have to do that because it rains, and then you're like, man, I gotta mow. If I don't mow, it's gonna rain again, and then it'll just get worse because it just gets higher and higher.
I'll see if I can talk my nephew and cut the grass this weekend. They're coming to visit. My sister. I have family coming to visit this weekend.
You have what?
I have family coming to visit.
Family.
Oh, that clip made the first comic unboxing debut this week.
The what? Did the what now?
That clip that just played.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy that's got the comic book shop that does the weekly unboxings for the comic book shop on the channel. He said, family, Jared. I said, family.
Nice.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Alrighty.
Blue Thunder.
Yep.
I remember that show too.
I think Blue Thunder was just a movie, wasn't it?
Was it a movie? I thought it was a TV show.
I think it's just a movie.
Wow. I've seen someone making mask 112 helmets.
I never understood why they called that mask and not helmet. I think it was
it make the acronym really, really long, I guess.
I wish Ramen called their theirs is the what they call it, the Machina, something like that. But I thought it would have been hilarious if they called it like a helmet.
By the way, Gadget Mobile blows Knight Rider out of the water.
Do, 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 do.
Oh. I have a copy of Blue Thunder on VHS. Would not mind getting the cars from the cartoon Pole Position.
Oh yeah, those were cool looking.
Pole Position cartoon theme was so good and so 80s.
Pole Position.
Giggity.
I'm familiar with
A
that.
lot of cartoons from the 80s had catchy theme songs. The shows might have been some of the shows were crap, some of them were really good, but a lot of them had good theme songs.
Wasn't Pole Position a video game?
It was.
Is that what the cartoon was based off, or the game was based off of?
There was no recognition between the game and the cartoon. It was
I remember playing the game. I watched the Producer movie from 1968 recently. Mel Brooks as a screwball.
Mm-hmm.
Cartoon based on the cartoon. Oh, cartoon based on the game. Sector's asking, wasn't pole position Atari 2600 with the paddles?
Don't know. I think they had a stand-up arcade machine too, though.
I know I played the arcade. I can't remember what it was like though. Got that groovy riff going on.
That still surprises me. Like, it seems like it screams NECA property. Why nobody's picked up Thundar? I'd love figures based on Thundar.
That sounds like something Super 7 will probably do.
No, don't you say that.
I hate to say it, but that
you
definitely.
take those words. Fighting words. Those are fighting words, man. You take.
I agree with you that those are fighting words, but it's true.
No. I'm in denial. No.
Now, NECA does need to pick up Thundercats. That's popular enough to where they can make money off of that.
Yeah. With Thundar, there's not a whole lot of characters you can really make. You make Thundar, Ariel, Ukla the Muck, and their main villain and their steeds. You'd basically top out at that. Now, other things wouldn't really sell well because they were like so much villain of the week type thing. Other than their like main big bad.
It's my giant spool of wire that I picked up for doing these Batman capes. It's a $100 spool of wire right here.
You gonna lower Dwight out onto the power pole?
Right.
Yeah, I saw someone else.
I could buy the cheap stuff, but no, I gotta buy the 100% 10 copper wire because it's durable and flexible.
I saw a post today in like one of the other collector groups, like people or custom groups. People talking about with the tape, green stuff. Always cut out that little center touching strip because it's already hardened where they touch.
You know what's funny about that is if when you're putting stuff down on like a figure and you go to inspect it and like there's one little area that's like, hey, hold on, I see a little bit of yellow in there, and you go to dig at it and it's just not hardened, but yet those two are just like barely touching in the roll and they're rock hard. I'm like, doesn't compute.
Yeah, Black Star would be another good property. A lot of the Hanna-Barbera stuff. There's a lot of good Hanna-Barbera stuff would make good figures. We've not had a good space. Well, did Mezco do a Space Ghost?
Yep.
That's the only good Space Ghost.
Yeah, I have the glow in the dark version of that I need to sell. I'm broke, man. Come on.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Would someone someone to make figures based on Atlas Comics?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would love. I was really hoping.
What did they have?
Can't remember right off. I would like to see any independent comic book company, independent characters get made. I love a Solar, man, the Atom, Magnus, the robot fighter, stuff like that. Now
some of the
I don't know who Atlas currently has, but the Solar is a independently owned. It was published under Valiant, but it's not a Valiant property.
Is that the same with
Turok?
Exo Manowar?
I think Exo is Valiant.
Victor says. Oh, sorry, go on.
What is the cartoon that is similar to Thundar, where the hero and the villains have half swords? I think it's Black Star.
Yeah, that's what the name with else is.
Yeah. Hello, fam.
Family, 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 family.
I saw somebody made a Hulk out of the monster hide.
You know,
did not like it. Not that their work is bad; their work was fine. It's just
it doesn't look right.
Don't look right for the Hulk. Their work would look just fine. It was good paint, decent paint, and everything they did was correct. But they just did a Hulk head and did the Hulk paint job. So the weird, deformed proportions. It looks like one of the monstrosities that they're trying to replicate the Hulk.
What are you talking about?
Somebody made a custom Hulk out of the monster hide. Their work was fine. It's just that body just don't work for the Hulk. It's too malformed. Unless you do what you're doing, like completely moving everything around and resculpting, it just not going to work. In my opinion.
Well, I've seen some artwork of the Hulk where he's super beefed out.
Well, there's also too, like there's mutations where they try to replicate the Hulk. That's what it reminded me more of when you do it in Hulk colors. Now that I don't know what that is. Galatar and the Golden Lance. I don't know what that is.
How about a toy line for the Herculoids?
Oh, yeah, those would be cool.
I
Can you
think I
blow
vaguely remember seeing this.
Can you blow it up a whole?
Yep.
Nope. There's one infinity.
I kind of remember that green horse,
Yeah.
but it must have been when I was pretty young.
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember something about that too. I don't think I watched
Like it looks familiar to me, but I don't remember anything about it.
Same.
He says it's a Hanna-Barbera cartoon from the 80s.
$1985.
There we go. We got the head socket fixed up.
What are you working on there?
That is Don's symbiote Spider-Man. I'm going to be airbrushing.
Why does he look so orange?
Well, it's I spent like the first 45 minutes of the show masking them off.
What?
It's like you never pay attention to me.
I can't watch the stream while I'm modeling stuff.
I'm aggravating you.
Half the time I'm just off in my own little world. I only catch snippets of conversation.
Like, who are you? What's going on?
I don't know.
Victor says my wish is a Bionic 6 toy line.
Bionic 6. Bionic 6. The one, Silverhawks is one of those ones. I like the look of the characters, but the actual backstory of the characters is completely stupid. It's like they volunteered to have their bodies chopped up and turned into cyborgs. It's like, what?
Why not?
How could you not? Why did you just not make it where all these were candidates, like kind of like RoboCop? They all were like, or Steve Austin, the $6 Million Man. They were in an accident, and like they were the best of the best until their accident. So we had to like upgrade on. They volunteered like through the upgrade process to save, and we saved their lives in the process. Just don't say, "Oh, they volunteered to have 90% of their body cut away."
Well, I think that it's kind of a transhumanist thing. It's like, eventually what will it mean to be human?
Then you got that meme that goes around and says, it shows a picture of RoboCop. It says this guy died on the job, and they still made him go to work.
This is true.
Sounds like my job. It's
Something
easier
wrong
than
as-
just going to work.
Who are you making with the Warpath buck?
The original character I'm making that I designed years ago. I'm actually making two of them. I'm making one that's based on my original concept from the 90s. There's going to be a second one that's a modernized version with the help of Canon.
I'm still unclear. Why is that Spider-Man so yellow?
It's masking tape.
Oh, that's masking tape.
Yes.
All right, I couldn't tell looking at the camera.
It's Tamiya masking tape.
I gotcha. I didn't know what you were masking off because I didn't look at the screen.
Anyone plan to get the Space Venom 2-pack?
I already have,
But go ahead.
I already had the Space Venom, so I'm passing.
I'm getting it, but I'm gonna find somebody that wants to buy the Space Venom because I already have him. The extra stuff doesn't. I don't care about.
Pass on it.
It's not a bad price.
But I got to be pickier about that stuff because I don't have all that. I have lots of.
Well, I want
cash.
I want Mania for my Spider-Man display.
I wouldn't mind getting Mania, but I'm not gonna get the 2-book.
I don't even know who she is, so. And I have Venom.
Like the design. I don't know shit about her either.
That is just a nice looking motorcycle right there. I like that.
That is nice.
It's an Indian. That is not a nice looking motorcycle.
No.
I'd love to have it.
Rice burner.
So I can sell it.
It's like that list of like fictional cars, like when like which movie cars they like which car would you like to have if out of all these different movie cars they showing all these like there's two answers to that. Are these fictional cars have all the abilities they have, or are they just cars used in the movie? The cars used in the movie, it's Tucker every day. Sell that permits for over $3 million.
Tucker?
Yep.
That is a weird looking motorcycle.
That is indeed. Tucker, they only made like around about 50 of them in real life. And they sell for like over $3 million. You have one. Big government went after them because they were in the pockets of the major motor corporations. So he was making a better car than Ford and GM, and he's putting safety features in it and all kinds of stuff. He had the engine of a helicopter in it. So it's fast for its that time period.
Looks cool.
No. Oh, I got some new gold, Harker. I got the Mr. Metallics Color GX Rough Gold.
Rough gold. Okay.
It is gorgeous. I painted some on this lid earlier on the stream.
Yeah, let me make it bigger.
Huh. Well, that does look good.
It sparkles. It's got a heavy flake to it. That's what I'm going to use on Electrocute. Definitely like that.
Pirates of Dark Water would be a good toy line.
Oh yeah,
I like that cartoon.
Very popular.
Now, I'm going to say a dirty thing too. That seems like a Super 7 thing.
It is. Absolutely. They already have the license.
They already have the license?
Yeah. They've had it for a couple of years. I imagine they're doing something with it now. Oh, here, I got a list. Oh, man. You might not like this.
Oh.
This is a list of the Super 7 licenses.
It's worse. This is a definitive list of the stuff that my friend has worked on so far for Mayfex. Well, he works for Medicom, but these are the things that he has done design work on for Mayfex. He doesn't. Some of the other developers may have worked on other things, but he told me that they have all of the No Way Home Spider-Man they have the rendering, they have all the designs done. They don't have any of the heads because they're not allowed to mess with it. But so far, Bandai is still blocking them. So they're not allowed to put them out. They're not allowed to tease them. They're not allowed to. They may 3D print them, but that requires putting time on the 3D printers. So they might not even do that. But these are ones that he's worked on for sure, that he knows that are coming. Such as Tim Drake Robin from Hush, Green Arrow, the Dark Knight Returns Mutant Leader, equipped with rocket fire nipples. No, I asked him about the nipples. He said, yeah, they're kind of huge.
On what?
The Dark Knight Returns Mutant Leader. If you remember from the book, he has,
I remember.
Giant
rocket nipples.
Rocket nipples, yeah. So he said, yeah, they're on there. Of course, it's already been shown, but the Neil Adams style Batman, that one, but no one knew what the colors were going to be. But now we know that it's the baby blue and gray. Steel, which has already been released. Superboy from the Return of Superman line. Eradicator, he said he did Eradicator himself. So that will be coming. Nightfall Bane, they haven't fully dialed in exactly how big he's going to be, but not huge. Here's one that I told him was awful, but he says they absolutely love this version of Superman in Japan. Electric blue and red Superman.
Ooh. I am
not a fan, but
I'm a Superman fan. I want them.
He says they're coming and they'll be dropped at the same time. Oh, so you went ahead and got her, huh?
No, I was always getting Vampirella.
Oh, okay.
And the faces on mine look good.
Oh, that's good. And also, the last one that he's worked on for DC is Damian Wayne Robin. For Marvel, he says this one may have been cut, but he's not sure yet, is the MCU Hulk, Jim Lee Rogue. He's pretty much taken over all of the Jim Lee stuff because he's done so well on it so far. So Jim Lee Rogue, the Jim Lee Magneto is already released. This is a killer one. Jim Lee Beast, Jim Lee Nightcrawler, Jim Lee Iceman, a deluxe Jim Lee Archangel, a deluxe Jim Lee Colossus, Black Cat, Scarlet Spider-Man, which we already know of, Spider-Man 2099, the comic version, comic Daredevil, comic Captain America, which we already know of, comic Winter Soldier, comic Spider-Man 2.0, which he won't show me a picture of it, but he says it's completely different than the ones that we have. So yet again, another Spider-Man. I'm gonna save this one for last because it sucks and it hurts me inside. Because we're gonna have to put Sean to work so hard on this. But the Netflix Daredevil, Netflix Punisher, and the very last one that is awesome and sucks at the same time is Danny Ketch Ghost Rider without a bike.
If it's going to be like a Thor, Pass, because that thing looks like baby Thor.
Well, the thing is, they're all in scale with one another. And
that Thor is not. That Thor is small.
Thor is perfectly in scale with that Iron Man, according to the Golden Age shit that they're having.
Thor in the Golden Age was listed as 6'6",
and so is Iron Man in that armor.
He is teeny tiny.
Yeah. It definitely doesn't look right. The chest needs to be wider. Like, I talked to him about all that stuff, and he's like, I wasn't the one that worked on it. I would have made the neck longer. I would have made the chest wider.
He is narrower than Iron Man. He is pretty much about shorter than Iron Man.
But they're shoulder to shoulder. They are the same height, and that's what they have to base it off of. They're all going for a certain time period. So when you look at that, that's the size that Cap is. Cap is going to fall in line with those, meaning he's going to be a pretty good way shorter than those. He's going to be about a half inch shorter than that Thor.
He is smaller than Steel. Much smaller than Steel.
They're working on a different scale with Steel. Just like they're working on a different scale with the Jim Lee stuff.
He's smaller than the Superman. The Regeneration Suit Superman. They fucked up with Thor. It is bad.
It's all on different scales. It's all different kind of like
Look at that. It's like you're buying
a Marvel Legends to a different scale.
There's a scale,
Golden Age scale, and it's True 112. I mean, each one of them, like DC, the Hush stuff, is its own scale. The Dark Knight Returns is its own scale. X-Men is its own scale. The Green Arrow might be its own scale. Different from the other stuff. Danny Ketch might be its own scale. Comic Daredevil might be its own scale. The Netflix stuff might be its own scale. I mean, there's different stuff that they're having to kind of like, you know how NECA has to use like little tactics to get out of trouble in order to put the figures out? It's the same deal with them. They have to use all these different little tactics in order to get around the legalities.
That's why I don't buy many Mayfix figures. The only thing I'm interested in was the Return of Superman stuff.
But
I had the Hush Superman in my hands. I thought it was. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's figure of the year, figure of the year." It's like, well, what the hell are you looking at? And that thing was a piece of shit.
Well, are you just talking the same piece of shit because of scale, or?
No, it was falling apart. The only reason I had it in my hands because it was falling apart.
It was falling apart. Wow, I've had 3, and none of mine were falling apart. Well, I've put capes on 2 of them, and I have my own. And none of those were falling apart at all. That's crazy.
Yeah. Paint was sloppy. The arms would fall off constantly.
Never had that issue. I did have a problem with my Wolverine.
I've seen the arm issue was very common on a lot of people.
Yeah, the Wolverine arm would fall apart on me quite a bit, but they've fixed that issue.
When you could buy a Fans Toys Warpath for $99, which is a bigger thing, much more detailed, more engineering, more paint, die cast, $99.99. Cheaper than the Hush Superman.
Are you talking about U.S. prices? Because I
Yes.
sure as shit ain't paying $100 for my Mayfix.
You buy from a U.S. retailer for Mayfix, it's $105.
Oh, okay. I'm paying like $65 to $75 from my Mayfix. I'm definitely not paying over $100. I'm pissed that I just had to pay as much as I did for that Thor and the Sentinel Gwen. I don't want that Thor. I agree with you that it's just too small for a Thor. I don't like the. I didn't know it was going to be in that scale. I thought it was going to be in like X-Men scale. Their X-Men scale. I was expecting it to be in like, I don't know, just bigger. And what I'm used to, at least be closer to Superman and the DC scale, and it's even smaller than those.
You know, the paint work that was on the Hush Superman that I fixed for my friend, and it was official figure. Hasbro has better paint quality.
Yeah, I don't think they did any KOs of that one. Man, that sucks. I guess he just got a really
I look at pictures and they do not get the paint lined up with the Sculpt whatsoever on that shield a lot.
Damn, that sucks. Luckily mine's good. I mean, that sucks for your buddy.
I've looked at pictures online of it too. It's like I see a lot of the printing's off. It's the painting is not justifying their like premium price for the quality you're getting.
Yeah, I got mine in the other room. I don't have any problems with it.
I've had nothing but good experiences thus far.
With the older figures from Mayfix, I got C-3PO and R2-D2 like a
train wreck,
like way back, and that thing was a piece of shit.
Train wreck. Train wreck.
The first Henry Cavill Superman, it was a piece of crap.
Train wreck. Absolute fucking horrible.
After the R2-D2 and C-3PO, I didn't buy anything from them for a long time. Not until the Hush Superman came out.
Yeah, it all depends on what they're allowed to be in scale with, and what what the boss wants too. I mean, because he's kind of a kooky guy too. The guy answers the phones and does all like the shipping and receiving. It's like a 12-man team. All of Medicom is 12 people. It's pretty nuts. Like I have that new Henry Cavill. Let me see that. Let me see it.
This looks pretty good. I'm gonna save myself $85. I got my Tobey Maguire.
The only one out of that I wanted was the Andrew Garfield, and I couldn't bring myself to pay $90 for Andrew Garfield.
You all right there, Hulk Smash? You sound like a
taking a nap.
Oh no, I'm here.
That didn't sound very convincing. You all right, Otis?
I'm very happy with this one. Like their final one, they nailed it. They need to re-release this one in the better colors, in the regular colors.
Problem is they won't now.
Nope. Well, I don't know. It's Mayfix, man. They're the beat, their own drum.
But they gotta get license or approval.
No, that's just it. They're not licensed by like anything. Like, there's only a few things that they chase a license for. Marvel is one thing that they have to do licensing for.
They got the Warner Brothers license.
They have a they have the Warner Brothers license. Marvel, they have their hands tied on a lot of stuff because of Bandai.
I'd still like to see. I know you said it was probably canceled, but I'd like to see how they handle the Hulk.
Who knows? They don't really do big figures that much, and
Bane right now looks like one of their biggest figures.
Yeah, he's just
he's powered down. Like, he's not the big giant Kelly Jones monstrosity. It is Nightfall Bane after all.
I don't want that giant monster. I want Nightfall Bane. I want the regular size Bane, but not.
Bane should just look like a human being does on steroids.
Well, that would be probably what you're getting.
The prototypes they've shown is a good size.
Yes.
If they stick to the prototype size, that's a good size.
I'll ask him and see what he knows about that. He hardly ever knows, like, because he didn't look at like show footage or anything like that, because he stopped collecting figures in like 2015 or something like that, because he got sick and tired of all the bullshit.
Well, the two figures you mentioned that sparked my attention was Beast and Hulk. I mean, they can't make humanoid-looking figures when they're making those two. Beast can't look like a human with hair.
Right.
It's got to be.
I mean, it's Nosferatu, so he should be making a pretty kick-ass version. So I mean, he's known to skimp on quality.
Well, yeah, and it's you said Jim Lee, so he's got to look beastly. You know what I mean?
Like, look at the size here. Like, I mean,
see the size of that chicken.
I mean, he's like, he's like as tall as Mindbender. And
totally fine putting McGuire head on a retro card body.
Did you see the pictures of the SHF Spider-Man No Way Home, but his new suit?
Oh, the metallic blue one?
Yeah. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be that metallic.
Can we get a Nicpro store toy line?
Can we get a Mighty Heroes toy line? I don't know what a Mighty Heroes is.
Mafex Black Cat.
Yes.
That'd be nice.
Mafex Black Cat is on the list.
Wow, they nailed Huntress and Poison Ivy. They look incredible.
Oh, I was ticked. I was going to got paid. I went to Chosen Prime. I was going to cash in my points and get my $50 gift certificate and order the Huntress. Fucking sold out.
She's a really good one too.
It's like, I don't want to pay the $100 for her, but if I get that $50 certificate, then I can get her for $50. But nope, she's gone.
Ghost Rider would be cool for Mafex, I guess.
Yeah, but then we got to get somebody to make a motorcycle for him.
Yeah, you can't have Dan Ketch without that motorcycle.
It's like part of Dan Ketch is that motorcycle.
Ghost Rider is super underrated. Yes, he is.
That fool took out Galactus by himself.
Oh yeah. Back when they actually understood what the canister was.
Yeah. We all know that everyone wants a Batman and Robin's power down Bane.
Oh, that little skinny dude. Yeah, the Batman and Robin Bane was awful. They took one of the best villains for Batman and made him Bane.
Yeah.
It's like, and you put Schwarzenegger in a Batman movie, and you didn't make him Bane.
I know.
Yeah. Like, oh man, he was a great freeze.
Chill out.
All right, everybody, freeze.
One of Batman's most intelligent villains, and they made him an idiot. Bane wasn't just a threat because of his physical power; it was because of his mind too.
Victor says, hopefully, Bagley back Black Cat. Because Hasbro will never make it.
Yeah, the deep V, front V cut, super cleavage. Their cleavage goes down past their belly button.
Hopefully it doesn't look like Bagley's faces, though. My God, I cannot stand that.
Let's see. Take the arms off this one. Leave that one while the green stuff cures. I put tape and Vaseline on the tape. Well, on the forearm, I put tape and Vaseline. Then I sculpt the green stuff over top of it. It should slide off with using the original bracer as the foundation. But we'll see. We will see. I got my easy bake oven going on, aka blow dryer.
If something wrong, it's got the puns going on. Ice to freeze you.
Allow me to break
the ice. All right, everyone, chill.
That's probably why home dude Schumacher wanted him to be free, because of how easy the puns are. Man, we're gonna have puns for days.
Hey Harker, you like his 3-pack of paint?
Huh? 3-pack?
3-pack?
You got, let's see, you got blue, and extremely clear.
Yeah. So, and I can't do a return through Home Depot's website because it's hazardous material. So I got to go to the store and you dumbasses sent me a 2-pack instead of 3-pack. Somebody stole one of the cans of paint out of it.
Who steals a can of
And it's
paint?
coming straight from Rust-Oleum. Somebody in their factory stole a can of paint.
Wow, they're hard up.
How do we know you didn't just keep it? How do you know I won't put my fist through your face? Excuse me being a thief again. We'll see how that goes.
Because I'm going out of my way for just a tiny ass can of paint. That's why.
I'm gonna spend as much gas to go to Home Depot as it would have cost to buy that can of paint. Victor, I loved how they had Mr. Freeze cry in Batman and Robin movie with a frozen teardrop. Something long I gotta go get my refund tomorrow. I gotta do it in person from an online order, so that's gonna be fun.
You know that some Targets aren't accepting the for Marvel Legends returns.
Yep.
Like you have to contact corporate and then get like authorization to do a return on returning like Marvel Legends and figures that don't have clear packaging on it.
Yep.
The only reason I know that is because a friend of mine, I was reading, he sent me a message and he said, check this shit out. Because he told me he always goes to customer service and he goes, hey, I just want to show you that this box is completely sealed. And he hands it to them. They go, yes, it's sealed. And he opens it in front of them and he finally got screwed. And he's like, oh, this has the wrong figure in it. Like somebody resealed this, and he showed her the figure that's supposed to be in it, and he showed her the figure. And she says, "I'm sorry, sir, we don't accept returns on this. You're going to have to contact in the corporate office." Like right in front of her, and she said no. Blew my mind.
They would be returning it for me if I was still in the store. They would return it for me if I was still in the store. Of course, also to know too, corporate doesn't give a shit. They will tell the store to refund it.
Yeah.
That's in-store policy thing they're doing because corporate does not care. I worked at auto parts store when I was going to graduate school, and people would bring back clearly used parts and want their money back. And you call and they'd want to talk to corporate. Corporate said just give them their money back.
Like right in front of her, it was like, clearly this isn't the figure. Showed it to her. I'm sorry, sir, we don't accept returns. Unbelievable. So not even that works. Like, because that's what I was going to start doing. Like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Nope.
Well, I opened Yondu in the store. I did get the comic Yondu. I opened the store and it was in good shape. And I picked out, opened it right there at the self checkout, and it was right.
That's depressing.
If it wasn't,
somebody wrecked their Batmobile.
Ooh. Their tumbler took a tumble.
Yeah. Did not end well for her. Oh, there's lots of wrecked Batmobiles.
Oh.
Crash man. I like it. I mean,
liability only because they can't full coverage that.
Well, chances are, if you can afford to buy one of those, you can probably afford to buy another one.
Probably.
You can actually get the collector car insurance and do declared value. It's more expensive. You like go through like Grundy Auto Insurance. You can go with them and get your car like a appraised and declared value type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. I don't have to pop out the butterfly joints. Just take the arms out. You can actually rotate them on 180 and actually have access to sand everything. Which is good. Very good. Boom. Boom.
Victor says I might be in the minority here, but I would like an Uma Thurman Poison Ivy figure. First and second costumes.
Yeah. Back in the day, Uma Thurman was hot as hell. She still looked pretty good.
Victor says, looking at Twitter, and SH Figuarts figure of Jamiroquai has been announced. What a waste of plastic. My apologies for any Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai?
Weird. Jamiroquai.
I have no clue.
English singer.
That's a what?
He's from England. I know he was big in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
They're making a singer figure? Some obscure big musician?
They made Mercury. They made Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I heard of those people.
Yeah, I know. Jamiroquai is like, if I didn't happen to be watching the Grammys one time where he was going to perform, I probably wouldn't have known who he was either. But you know what makes me laugh about these English musicians is that when they think that people in North America who haven't heard from them like fast enough, they're kind of like one of the things that he said. They were saying, "Oh, so you know, finally, people are starting to hear of you here," and he's like, "Well, it's about bloody time." Like, really?
No. I don't give a shit about any musician, so it's about bloody time. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, why would I want this? This looks stupid. He dresses stupid in real life. Why would I want this?
Popular in Japan. You got to take in mind that SH Figure Arts, they only make figures for Japan. They don't care if they're popular over here at all.
Oh, I was just saying, like, I just weird properties like.
Yeah, but you know what it is though, is that the people of
No,
North America.
like I said, no offense, anybody wants that, but I don't.
No.
I'm not big into music anyway, so.
People who, people in North America, they have a thing for Japanese culture now. It's like,
yeah.
So like, I mean, they'll be on board with anything.
I don't know about that.
Let's rephrase that. City folk have a thing about Japanese culture.
I don't know about that.
Rural people are like, eh.
No, I do know about that. It's not. Believe me, it's not only in the U.S. It's in Canada too. People walking around with their cat ears on and their mittens that look like paws. Like that's all adapted from that culture there.
I don't see that where I live.
Yeah. Like I
I live
said,
in a
like
college, I live in a college town.
City folk.
I live in a college town and I do not see that.
I see that plenty in Houston.
See? City folk. Where you going, city folk?
Yeah, I was just about to say if it was Victor that Daft Punk also has figures.
They have another one that's super popular in Japan. Michael Jackson, super popular in Japan.
Yeah.
Queen,
Freddie
super
Mercury.
popular. Super popular.
Yeah. Well, you think of it, like you just finished saying though, SH Figure Arts
It's
is a
all
Japanese
about-
company.
Well, it's because I mean, if you think about like how is Queen super popular in Japan, you got to think about how many of their songs that they do in karaoke. So when you start thinking about karaoke, you go, oh, okay, yeah, a lot of that makes sense. Daft Punk, I think, is just I have no idea exactly why that's so popular over there, but it is.
They just like talent.
Sector says to me, Hulk Smash, you know Jamiroquai, but not Jeff Bezos. I don't know.
That's a good point. How do you know?
I don't.
That weird
I don't
dude,
know
and you don't know like the richest man in the world.
No, I don't know Jamiroquai. I just happened to be watching TV when he was performing on the Grammys, and I knew because he had a weird name. So I couldn't name a song from the guy.
I see a stupid ass meme. Everybody was laughing at him. It was like somebody like posed a question like Twitter is like $10 million and you can never listen to another Beyonce song again.
No problem.
No problem. I'll keep doing what I'm doing for free.
I'll do it for $1 million. Yeah.
I commented, I'll do it for a value meal, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing for free.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Daft Punk wears those anime helmets. That's why they're kind of popular in Japan.
I only know of Daft Punk because they made figures of it. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Yeah, they got those weird helmets. Surprised they didn't make a dead mouse.
It's a shame I don't prep anything.
What do you think you are prepping joints all of a sudden? Is that the first time you've done it?
What are you talking about? I'm not prepping anything. Where do you see me prepping anything? I'm not doing anything.
First time for everything, eh?
What? I'm not doing it now. What are you talking about?
How come your motorcycle has 4 wheels now?
I don't know. Things happen, you know.
Yeah.
It's safer that way.
I got distracted. There's perfect. That's Batman's no car right there.
Daft Punk has a lot of animated music videos. I think 80s music. All those other brands make sense except Jamiroquai. Is it Jamiroquai? Jamiroquai?
Never heard of them, so I don't know.
Yeah. Dead Mouse is probably next. That's what I was just saying. What about Dead Mouse? He's got that freaky helmet.
Don't know what that is either.
I'm sure they'll
Yeah, he's a
probably do that or that marshmallow dude.
Stay Puft? I don't think
No, there's
Yeah,
a
he's got a helmet,
marshmallow guy that's like a real popular DJ dude.
I heard him. Yeah, does
I
he
mean,
have a helmet?
he
He's
got-
got something on his head, right?
Yeah, he got his own freaking Coke flavor. I mean, I think he's bigger than Dead Mouse. It really depends on what they consider, bigger over there, though. I mean, they don't give a fuck what's popular over here. Yeah, Mafex is the only company over there that cares about what's popular over here. But I'm hoping that they heard us loud and clear about the Thor situation, because there's been some good backlash.
You know what? They did Thor wrong twice. This new one, I don't know if it's new or whatever, but the Infinity War Thor is tiny. That thing really disappointed me.
Well, which one? Are we talking the one? I have that one, and it's not small.
The Infinity
have you
War
ever
one?
The Mafex one?
Yeah, the one from Infinity War.
Yeah.
We're not talking Fat Thor.
No, short hair.
Yeah, I have that one.
He looks tiny.
He sizes up just fine.
Be tiny.
Everyone keeps saying, oh, he's so small. I've seen reviews, he's tiny. I'm I've held him in my hands. He sizes up pretty good. Plus, you can just have him flying in the air.
Right there. He's smaller than the tiny new Thor.
I don't think so.
There it is.
Crazy.
Look,
He is smaller than that new tiny Thor.
I don't know.
This picture's by it's an official picture, size chart. And it's there's the Fat Thor, which is smaller than the new the exact same height as the other Infinity Thor.
actually, the Fat Thor looks bigger.
They look about the same height, and maybe just a tad bit taller than the Infinity.
And you know what? And Hush Superman is another one that's tiny.
It's
Hush
smaller
Superman
than
worked out fine for me, for my collection. If anyone tries to buff these up to any Marvel Legends whatsoever, yeah, they're gonna look fucking tiny. Marvel Legends is not a 1/12 scale.
Oh, we say that all the time. It's a 6.5 inch scale for each line. Marvel Legends.
It's creeping into getting bigger than that now, though.
Now they got some though. It's undersized too. Cycleman undersized.
But now you have
LinkTree
Shriek
with him.
as the basic, female body that is, larger for a female body. It matches closer to Vulcan, and Vulcan's, if that's technically the new Buck, it's scaling larger than 6.5 now.
Well, they got multiple versions of Vulcan too, though. Like that astonishing X-Men that you got for Archangel.
Yeah, and he runs smaller, which I prefer.
Yep.
Vulcan is
more a replacement for Grim Reaper than it is Bucky.
I hope so.
The replacement for Bucky has been and should always be Sunfire. They're the exact same height.
No, the droopy shoulders on that thing. I'd rather it not be.
They're the exact same height. If they really want to do like a replacement for Bucky, should be this thing. Retro Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'd rather it be that. But they cost too much to do that mold.
I think Shriek is shorter than old standard females.
She is a little bit shorter than the old standard females.
But she's bigger, like
she's
her torso is wider, filled out.
She is more muscular.
She looks better. Vulcan is bigger than Bucky Cap.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vulcan is pretty well Grim Reaper size.
Yeah, he says old females are same or bigger than Bucky Cap, which is not how it's supposed to be. So that's why I do prefer the Shriek size.
Yep. Same.
Well, it's the best option for sure.
They shouldn't be making any females on the old bucks, but they keep doing it.
Yeah, well, if you look at your shelf, you see the old female buck, same size as most of the men, because they're all on Bucky Cap bodies.
Yeah, Bucky Cap was a small build. Cyclops should have never been on a Bucky Cap.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, each wave is allotted a certain amount of money. Like, okay, this wave gets this amount of money. So, how do you want to spend your money in this wave? Well, they go, okay, well, we have 2 MCU figures. Most of our money is going to go into those figures. And then that's why we get like shit like the teenage body on like a Viper or something like that. We get like, these ridiculous choices that they make for no good reason. We sit there and go, we got to shrink body.
We need all the figures they keep wanting to redo. They need to redo Mayday Parker on Shriek, or actually no, do it on the Black Widow with a new upper torso.
I've been told that Black Widow costs more to make than the Retro Spider-Man, and the Retro Spider-Man costs more than Vulcan, and they're
every Power Ranger figure has
Vulcan.
Every Power Ranger has the exact same articulation as a Retro, and
they make more money on Power Rangers, so they can get allotted more money per wave.
I see a lot of Power Ranger stuff going clearance.
They own the property. Yeah, so I mean, it's dumb, but I mean that's how they. I don't know. I guess that's how they see it as. It's dumb. I don't know what else. There's no other excuse. It's not good.
Oh my goodness! I've cleared stuff on the butterfly. What's going on?
Add the material back right now.
Okay. Let me get my green stuff back out.
Material back on there right now. Not allowed.
Who do you think you are?
I'm probably gonna call it soon. I think I slept real this night.
I was just about to say the same thing. We're just past the 3-hour mark, anyways.
Sitting here zoning out.
Yeah. I gotta get up and freaking. I don't even want to think about what time I gotta get up.
On my modern version of my character lore, you think he needs a belt?
It's kind of cool not to have one.
Pants of the future will probably hold themselves up.
It's true, but
You know what?
you built
I'm gonna
this
take
tool.
a look at the artwork from the modern and the old ones that you sent me before. I'll have a look at that and see.
Oh, did you read a thing I sent you?
Not yet.
No,
I say that I used to have time on my layovers, but because we're so busy at freaking work, I don't have layovers.
Tell people they can wait.
Yeah, well, it's not even a matter of telling them they can wait. I used to be able to sit, park the bus because I had time. Not anymore. So busy, man.
Tell people to get off the bus.
Yeah, I'm gonna just park in the middle of the street. Hang on, I'm reading something.
Yeah.
I'm a little busy. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
You don't like it. If you don't like it, you can walk.
I've done that before. I've said that many times. Yeah, not so nicely though.
I might see that new Transformers movie this weekend.
You're in Canada. You probably said, "Look, sorry. If you don't like it, you can walk or take the moose."
Take your damn moose, eh?
Nightmare fuel, like you see at night. You see a moose eyes light up with a light.
Hell no. See, people don't realize how big a moose is until you see it
they're huge.
next to a fucking SUV, and then you're like, "What?"
Yeah,
a friend of mine used to drive 18-wheeler, and he was making a delivery. He was driving up north, and it attacked the trailer.
Oh yeah.
While it was moving, and it tore gouges down the side of the trailer with its antlers. It's like, yeah, you don't mess with a moose.
Yeah, those things are freaking.
But you can. The thing with you think about don't want to mess with a bear. A lot of times you scare a bear off. A moose.
Well, it depends on what kind of bear.
They're like, what do you say?
See, you can swim out far enough where a bear is like, God, oh man, you know what? Fuck this shit. You can't outswim the moose, and it's coming. You're not
fun to ride.
A polar bear, however, they like swimming.
Yeah, but the mooks are fun to ride too. Before I had a car, I had to get around somehow.
Yeah.
It's like these idiots that lie about going cow tipping. Cows sleep laying down. Anybody's like tells you that about wanting to go cow tipping with them, they're going to set you up. There's no such thing as cow tipping.
If you got enough people and you hurry up and did it all at once, maybe? That's if you didn't spook the cow?
Cows, you take 10 people and shove a cow and it's going to go, whoa, and just chase it. And you better hope it's not a bull.
A cow could still do some damage. Like even
a lot of times too, though,
a couple people, you're gonna get hurt.
If there's a bull in the field, or just a
oh yeah,
there's some bull. What do they call it when they castrate them?
Yeah,
steers.
Yeah, steers will still act like bulls.
Yeah, they'll still protect, huh?
Yep.
Well, if they hear that moo, yeah, they're coming for you.
Yeah, they hear a distressed moo. It can get across that field a lot faster than you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's one of the reasons why they have them and have them out there for instead of just like using them for steak.
Yep. Giant, just because you make them a steer, they don't stop acting like fools.
Actually, they're probably more mad because of it.
All right, we can call it a night.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, again, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. Let's check the chat one last time before we go. Victor, she is definitely the large buck for the females, but discontinued, but brought back. Talking about Moonstone?
Yeah.
Jocasta. Jocasta is thicker than Shriek. It's a modified Moonstone body. The first generation Moonstone. But she has a new torso, but the original Moonstone arms and legs. And I think Vulcan is not wide enough for Cyclops, in my opinion. It's pretty big figure.
I don't know. They call Cyclops slim.
Yeah. He's cut, but he's got a trim build. Victor, she's definitely okay. That's the street. The Jocasta. I used the Jocasta to make my upgrade Silver Sable.
Yeah.
Solid choice.
I think we were talking about calling it a night. It's too early. Well, it's 11 o'clock here. Speaking of waves of budget, McFarlane Batman video game wave, all the budget went into Catwoman's butt.
Man, have you seen that thing? Holy hell.
The
Catwoman?
Call her the cat dump truck.
That thing's got dumps like a truck.
The Caterpillar dump truck. Something Hasbro wouldn't do to their females, give them a dump truck. Moose versus bison. Moose kick.
Now, if you're talking about a moose versus M Bison from Street Fighter, I still give it to the moose.
Hank Solo later, taters. Adios, amigos. Take care. Thanks, Sector 2813. Thanks, fellas. Alrighty, guys. We'll be signing off, and we should all be back on Sunday night. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all next time.
Take care, guys.